Salarah Starre is a UK-based advanced law of attraction teacher trainer, coach, public speaker, and leading wellness expert. She will share life-changing wisdom about the law of attraction and how you can use this powerful universal law to build a foundation for bigger and bolder manifesting results. It is time to create the life you deserve, and with Salarah's help, you will.
And a very, very warm welcome to Manifesting Made Easy with myself, Salarah Starre. And what a pleasure to be broadcasting this on Christmas Eve. So wishing you and your loved ones a very, very Merry Christmas indeed. And let's take a nice deep breath in together, because I am just about to send you and your loved ones a wish. And I would love for you to name it and claim it as I send it. So slow, long, deep breath in through your nose. Imagining all your universal doors of prosperity and abundance flinging wide open. And I send this wish for you and your family from my heart. May your Christmas be full of fun, presents, joy, and laughter. And may we remember what is truly valuable, which is our connections to our loved ones, the joy and the laughter we experience together. And let's set that as the intention for connection and fun and upliftment, whether that be with our friends, our families, or our furry little friends. Let's set our intention for a joyful, connective, festive season. And may abundance come to you and your loved ones in many, many forms. And you can say, yes, I accept this. May you be blessed with health, wealth, and happiness on all levels. And then just allow all of those beautiful wishes to sink into your energy field, into your very being, your heart wide open, as you affirm with me, I am open and receptive to all good. All good, not some, not a little, but all good. Okay, good. Now we can get on with our Manifesting Made Easy. I just thought it was really, really important to use this beautiful portal of opportunity that we call Christmas Eve and the Christmas festive season to be able to really energize our field and magnetize all of which we want to us with ease and grace and flow. Give me an amen. How lovely. In our last episode, we spoke about visualization and the power of visualization. And visualization is a very, very important tool when it comes to manifestation. Many of us visualize already without us even knowing about it. We're constantly picturing how the day will unfold, what will happen, what won't happen, what will go right, what will go wrong. Mostly we focus on what we don't want, unintentionally, of course, and wonder why we still keep getting the same thing over and over again. So now this is bringing into our conscious awareness the absolute importance of learning to visualize positively what it is that we wish to experience, not what we don't wish to experience. So with that in mind, I'm going to share with you some top tips, but if you haven't had a chance to listen to the last episode yet, I invite you to go ahead and do that now. If you hear growling in the background, that's our little puppy Teddy having an absolutely lovely time. He's just got a new toy, which is avocado on toast, and it's very squeaky, and he absolutely loves it. So we've got Teddy in the studio with us today. So yeah, the last episode was all about how to visualize and the power of visualization. And visualization is such a wonderful way of showing the universe exactly what it is that you want. That's why learning to energetically calibrate yourself through the power of visualization, learning to activate all of your senses, your taste, smell, touch, etc., really, really helps you to vibrate on the same frequency of the very thing that you are wanting to call in. And then it is only a matter of time for it to manifest in your reality. Now, we don't want to be mediocre manifestors. We want to be master manifestors. So it's very, very important to inject here that what is ours by divine right will always come to us. We don't really have to push for it. We don't really have to fight for it. It's only the fear that makes us go into that kind of energetic frequency, which of course just brings us more of the same. So if we have the energetic fear of lack or worry or fear behind our manifestations, it doesn't really give it the impetus to launch it to the higher rungs of the vibrational ladder, if you like. So visualization is one of our super tools, and there's no right or no wrong way of creating an image in your mind. It's very different for different people. Some people say to me that they can't visualize, and I say to them, right, well, describe your front door to me. And they say, oh, well, it's red and it's actually could do with the paint, and the door handle's hanging off, or whatever they might say. Or I've got this beautiful big double gray front door, and it's beautiful in the summer when I fling the doors open, or the lovely sun and energy comes in. So we are already great visualizers. We've just got to learn to visualize in a way that is going to get us the outcome that we want. So learning to focus on what we do want through our visualization rather than what we don't want. So instead of catastrophizing and worrying and thinking about all the things that could go wrong, visualization is a way of showing the universe what you want, but also visualizing everything that could go right. And over time, it does become a lot easier. So it's very important just to persist with it. I'm going to just give a few tips now on things that have helped me over time to cultivate my visualization muscle. Now, I realized that I was also always already good at visualizing. I was just visualizing everything that I didn't want, visualizing, falling out with people, not on purpose, of course, but if somebody had done something to hurt me, I'd visualize having a conversation with them about it and perhaps getting in an argument with them. I visualized the kids leaving everything all over the floor and then me getting annoyed with them. Not all the time. These are just examples of how we use our powers in the wrong way. I don't want to say right or wrong because there's no such thing, but just for the purpose of explanation, those aren't the kind of visualizations that are going to get us the outcomes that we want. So the following suggestions are just simply methods that do work for many people. But remember, it is different strokes for different folks. One size absolutely doesn't fit all. So just try them out, see which ones work for you and which ones don't. Different techniques will work for you at different times along your journey. So just because one technique didn't work 5 years ago doesn't mean to say that it won't work now, because as we change and as we grow and as we evolve, the tools that we use will have different resonance with us at different times. So in order to succeed in visualization, it is really important to have clear goals in your mind so that you can picture very, very clearly the outcome that you wish to experience. And to be able to really get into the visualization, to be able to see it clearly in your mind, see everything in fine detail, see all the people around you, their responses, see the colors of the walls, of the carpet, of your surroundings, whether it's the beach or whatever it might be. So to be able to really create a strong, powerful visual. Now, some people say to me, but I don't see it in my mind like I see a movie screen. I said, well, I don't either. It's literally just using my imagination like I would if I was to describe to you my front door. I'm not seeing it like a movie screen in my mind. I'm just getting an image of what I remember my front door to look like. And it's about learning to use the power of visualization to imagine something that we want to bring into our life. And many of us have had our imagination muscle turned off through the pressures of life, through, having to conform at school. Our creativity is squashed down. We kind of feel like we end up being numbed and dumbed to a certain extent within these kind of school institutions. And we forget how to play. We forget how to be creative. And if that's something that sounds like you, instead of getting down about it, say, right, I am willing to learn. I'm willing to learn to become fun and creative and imaginative within my visualizations. I'm willing to learn to open that door of my consciousness once more, because that is a very, very important and powerful muscle when it comes to manifestation. So have a clear goal in your mind of what it is that you want to experience. Get into the habit of learning to connect to, well, how would I feel if that became my reality? How would I feel? It's like, oh my God, I'd just be so relieved, or I would just be so excited, or, I would just be so proud of myself for having created that. I'll be super, super excited. I feel peaceful. So what feelings would you have? And then also being able to get into your sense of smell. Well, what would I smell? Like, let's just say you're on a beach. Well, I smell the fresh sea air, or if it's meeting your loved one, well, I can smell the sweet scent of their aftershave or their perfume or their natural smell. And you know, if it's a book that you want to get published, I can just smell the paper of the book and it just feels so good. And then it may also be a sense of taste. You know, what can you taste? You may not be able to taste anything depending on what the visualization might be, but it is important to do your best to activate all of your senses, because that is what is going to energetically calibrate you to what it is that you want. And then the more you can go into that paradigm, into that timeline where the thing that you want has already manifested, you'll find it become easier and easier and easier. The images will become clearer and clearer. The feelings will become stronger and stronger. And that's what's so important about visualization, because what you are doing as you're visualizing is you are completely recalibrating the whole of your energy field to be in alignment with what it is that you design. Like I said, we don't want to be mediocre manifestors. We want to be master manifestors. And we trust that if that is what is meant for us, it will come to us. So there is a part of us which it is important to learn, and it's not something we're naturally born with, by the way, to learn to cultivate surrender and trust and faith in the universe. Because if something doesn't come, it's either that the timing isn't right, or it's not a part of your journey right now, or there may be some clearing to do in order for that to come in. I was having a look at my journal the other day and looking at a whole host of things that I'd written down that I wanted to manifest. And out of around about 10 things, I ticked off 8 of them. And this was about 5 or 6 years ago. I was quite surprised, actually. I was like, oh my God, I've achieved that, achieved that with ease and grace. But there was one thing on there that I noticed hadn't come true. And I wasn't down about it at all. I was actually super grateful, because in hindsight, that would not have been right for me. And it's only with hindsight that we can see these things, of course. And that's why it's really important that we trust the universe absolutely has our back. And what is ours by divine right will 100% come to us. So if we can put ourselves in a state of allowing and trusting, and if that's something that you haven't cultivated along your journey yet, the art of allowing or trusting, then maybe that could be your intention and your focus. You could say to universe, I really want to learn to be able to trust your timing. I want to be able to learn to trust that everything is unfolding in the perfect time and space sequence. I don't feel like I'm in that space right now, but that is something that I am intentionally putting my energy into, the desire to create, to be able to be in that space of surrender, to be able to be in that space of allowing. And it reminds me of that beautiful Alexia Chillen song, I'm allowing. I'm allowing everything to just be as it comes to me. I'm shining brightly. That's a beautiful song, by the way, if you can download that. It's called Allowing. And it's just about allowing your light to shine bright, because when your light shine bright, everything that is in alignment with that will come to you. And like I said, it comes with ease and it comes with grace. There's nothing that you need to do. It's just allowing. And how do we get into that space of allowing? Of course, it's important to build strong and powerful foundations so that we can weather any storm. Life is challenging. It is going to bring us challenges. They're not designed to break us. They're absolutely designed to unlock extraordinary gifts and powers within us in order for us to expand our consciousness and raise our vibrations. So that's important to understand as far as a mindset goes, that nothing is happening to us. Everything is happening for us, and everything is happening for our highest good, even though at times it doesn't feel like it. So if you can set that as your intention, you may want to say, right, that's something that I'm actively going to be working on now. It's a rite of passage that I had to go through, and I'm a lot better at it now. I've still got a little bit of a way to go, because there are some times that, you know, especially when physical safety or security comes into play, that I may wobble a little bit. But what we want to do is create those strong foundations, like I said, so that when there is a storm, which there will be, because we are in a thing called life, we're able to weather that storm. It doesn't completely and utterly uproot us, knock us over and blow us away. We're able to hold strong and hold our ground. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about creating strong, solid foundations, because those are a very important part of this process. But for now, we'll just keep our focus on visualization. What I would say is set some time aside each month to practice your visualizations. What I do twice a month is I run moon events. Now, these moon events are designed to be manifestation touch points. They are completely free. All you have to do is sign up via the link on my website, which I'll pop a link in the show notes as well. The next one is on the 6th of January, and then it's every fortnight. If you sign up to my newsletter, you will get information on when these moon events are. I highly recommend it. Last night, we did a really powerful activation where we used a sacred symbol and we infused the sacred symbol with our desires. And now all we have to do is just place our hand on that every single day and hold the vision for at least 68 seconds to boost our manifestations. And every single moon ceremony, I do something similar. So it's just very, very important to have these manifestation touch points to keep us on track. So like I say, those are going to be in the show notes. Share it with your friends, bring as many people as you can. So you can set that time aside to practice your visualization every single day. Or if every single day feels a little bit too much to reach, then just a few times a week. The more you do it, the better, especially when you engage all of your senses. That's what's really going to accelerate your manifestations. And if that is what is yours by divine right, it will bring that to you. But also it's very important, like I said before, to trust the universal timing. We don't want to push or force something to come into physical fruition if it's not ready. Now, the reason why I say that is because I have been stung many times by trying to push and force things to happen before that they are organically ready to manifest in my life. And as a result of that, they have turned out to be very, very difficult and hard work. I call these diseased manifestations because things aren't energetically aligned, which means that we are out of sync with the natural flow of the universe, which means that when we get what it is that we want, it is going to be troublesome. So please bear that in mind. It's very, very important to remember that. What you may want to do, a lot of people find this very, very helpful, is going through a relaxation protocol before starting your visualization. Because when we're in the stress tense mode and we've got our system is flooded with cortisol or adrenaline or lactate, all of our universal doors of abundance are firmly shut. And what we want to do is open those doors. By relaxing our mind and our body, we open the universal doors of abundance and flow of every single kind. So you may just want to take a few relaxing breaths, counting from 10 to 1, just relaxing your body down. And this takes your brainwave from this hectic beta brainwave where your universal doors of abundance are closed to a relaxing alpha brainwave where everything is open. So you're going to be in a much more optimal space of manifesting when you are in that alpha brain state. So slow, long, deep breaths in, especially allowing the muscles in your neck and your shoulders to relax down. There's muscles in your neck, I can't remember what they're called right now, but they're directly associated with a part of our brain called the amygdala. Now, the amygdala, when it's open, we are creative, we are open and receptive to wonderful ideas and inspiration, we feel good. When it's closed, that's when we're in the stress response. So by doing the relaxation, the deep breathing, relaxing the neck and shoulder muscles, especially, that's going to open the amygdala and create that lovely relaxed vibration, which means you're going to be more open and attract wonderful things into your life. So with that in mind, why don't we take in a slow, long, deep breath in? And as you exhale, just allow your neck and shoulder muscles to relax down. Imagine the universal doors of abundance flinging wide open for you now. Beautiful. And it's just doing a few of those is going to be the difference that makes a difference in your visualization, in your visualizations. Okay, so some people who do struggle to visualize, it can be helpful to picture yourself doing things that you would normally do in your everyday life, whether that be loading and unloading the dishwasher, taking the dog for a walk, making dinner, and fully associating to those sounds, feelings, tastes, touches, to hone in, if you like, on your skills and activate all of these senses. Because like I say, it's the senses that are most important. Remember, feeling first, manifestation second, as our lovely Andy Dooley says. So this warms up your visualization muscles. And what you can also do is recall enjoyable events in your life. So past events that have happened, you can take yourself back there. One particular event, when I went on a flotilla around Turkey and Greek islands, it was a really, really calm day at sea, and the water looked like a mill pond. It almost looked metallic. The sky was the most beautiful powder blue, not a cloud in sight. And with this shimmering kind of mirror effect of the water and the sound of the boat just bobbing very, very gently on the water, and the sound of the seagulls, it was just absolutely beautiful. Now, as I take myself back there, I can immediately feel myself getting back into the state of relaxation. So we can visit past events to elicit those past feelings in current time. We have access to be able to do that. Calm events, relaxing events, exciting events, we can bring all of those feelings back. They haven't gone anywhere. They're still there. It's just about us learning to re-access them at will. So remember, it's important to include what you saw, what you heard, what you felt, what you were thinking, because your feeling is your magnet, and you want to magnify that as much as possible. So we've already said about the senses, the sounds, the taste, the touch, the vibrant colors. And then, like I mentioned earlier on in this podcast, how will you feel once you've achieved what you want to achieve? Like, how will you feel to have that very thing? Oh my God, just like so proud of myself, so grateful to the universe, so excited. You may just feel yourself getting a little bit emotional now. And if you do, that's amazing. That means you're really hitting that sweet spot when it comes to visualization. And then you can just imagine yourself just being teleported into that future event. And do that with me now. Just obviously, if you're not driving, or if you are, you might want to pull over or listen to this a bit later. But just imagine now that you are being teleported into the future timeline where the thing that you want has already manifested. And you're there with that very thing unfolding right before your eyes. Notice everything that you can see. Notice everything that you're feeling. Notice what you're thinking to yourself. And just breathe into that. Notice any smells. Notice what people around you are saying. And just play out the scenarios as best you can, as if it has already happened. And there you are with your manifestation having happened. This timeline is very, very alive and very accessible. And just say to the universe, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, you may notice whilst you're doing that, some limiting thoughts might come up. And that's perfectly normal if they do, by the way. It's just part and parcel of us learning to kind of overcome ourselves, if you like. And what I do when I have these limiting thoughts is I actually go into that part of me that is either skeptical or worried or scared. And I just give her a hug and just say, we don't live in that space anymore. We don't live there anymore. Everything's completely different and changing now. And I'm willing to believe that I can do this. I'm absolutely willing to believe that this is possible. I'm absolutely willing to believe that the universe has our back on this one. So you can offer some loving, reassuring words to that part of you that's scared. Instead of trying to shut it down, it's just going to get bigger and bigger. You're better off just inviting that voice in, giving it a big hug, giving it some words of reassurance, whatever it is that it needs to hear, because you'll find that it won't be as prevalent if you do that. And you'll actually start to feel a lot better, which is going to switch your vibration from fear to love. And of course, the love vibration is what is the most powerful manifester. And then you can just stay in these places of visualization as long as you like. You can keep them short, you can have them long. It's entirely up to you. In the beginning, I do recommend keeping them short at first, just because it can be a bit easy for the mind to wander. So you're training this muscle, and then you'll be able to extend your session times as you go. But you can improve any situation in your life with the power of visualization, whether it be your career, whether it be your health, whether it be your interpersonal relationships, whether it be money, you want to manifest a new car, a new house, becoming slimmer, healthier, happier, whatever it might be, you can absolutely do that. And then what will happen is, as you hold that vision of the very thing that you desire coming into physical manifestation, the universe is then going to bring you opportunities to help make that manifest in your life. So chance meetings, wisdom, opportunities for healing, they're all going to come your way as a result of you focusing on what it is that you want. So remember, the universe will more than likely bring you something to clear. If you are showing the universe a very clear image of what it is that you want to manifest, the universe will go, okay, we can see that you want that, Salarah. Okay, you've got a belief pattern from when you were 7, which is blocking that from happening. So then you'll probably notice you'll get triggered. People will trigger an old wound, and they're not doing it because they want to hurt you. They're here to help you and unlock your next level of evolution. So by you being a master manifestor and recognizing the trigger is the answer to your prayer, you can then go and do some clearance work and healing around it to then overcome that and unlock your next level in your life. Oh, wow. All of this makes me just feel so uplifted, and I feel so blessed to be able to share this wisdom with you. You may want to just work on smaller manifestations to start with, just to build your confidence. But what I do want to say is, remember, this is about having fun, to enjoy the process. And if you're not in that space of fun, then maybe it's worth just hanging up your magic pants just for now, until you can work on whatever it is that's keeping you in that more tenser state, if you like. And then when you're ready, you can come back to your manifestation, pop up some nice uplifting music, go out, have some fun, go for a nice walk, do some painting, whatever it might be, to open those doors of creativity. Remember, if you're manifesting from a place of fear, things could go the opposite way for you. So it is important just to do a vibration reset. We did speak about that in one of the shows. You may just want to go back. Well, I can't remember which one it was, but it will be clear in the heading on how to reset your vibration before you embark on any manifestation. And remember, it's important to take action, because you are co-creator with the universe. The universe absolutely isn't going to do this for you, but will help you to do this. And finally, what I would say is, please don't tell anybody your dreams and what you're manifesting, unless it's somebody that you really trust and you know holds your highest vision with you. Sometimes people don't understand what it is that you're working on, or they might have their own limiting beliefs themselves, and then they may inject some of their limitations into your consciousness. They may plant a seed of doubt into your mind. So what I would say is, just keep these very, very close to your heart until they have come into fruition. So only tell people that will support you to achieve your goals. Anyway, my lovely ones, we're coming towards the end of the show. Slightly shorter one today. Wishing you, like I said before, and your loved ones, the most spectacular Christmas. I'm obviously going to be with you before New Year's. So our next one will be broadcast on Saturday, the 28th of January, where we can look at setting some intentions for the new year ahead. Some really nice foundations for you to work from, in order to make sure that you hold that strong, powerful place throughout the whole of 2023. Have a beautiful festive season, everybody. Sending you bundles of love, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Take care. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening. Salarah Starre will be back next week with great insights into the law of attraction. In the meantime, please visit salarahstarre.com.